How's it going, guys? This is Andres with the Graphic Shack. First and foremost, let me just say Happy New Year to you guys. Happy 2024. And in today's video, I'm going to show you why I keep saying that these small one color orders are every screen printer's bread and butter. This order is one color, 30 shirts, one location. We should knock this out in 1 hour. No problem, no sweat. This is the design right here. Shui Sharks running team. We designed this here in-house. It's for an elementary school. It's for obviously for their running team. We're gonna be printing this on a 50-50 cotton polyester blend Jerseys brand t-shirt. The reason we picked that t-shirt is because these shirts are gonna be worn by the kids on race day, and just to give them a little bit more comfort, a little bit more moisture wicking than a regular t-shirt would. If you run your shop from your house, from your garage, from a small retail spot, from a spare bedroom, if you're doing manual printing, this is the kind of order that you want to take. You know, a small, short, easy run, quick, easy money. So like I say, this is every screen printer's bread and butter. One color, one location, one print on a 110 mesh. Let's get to it. All right, guys, this might seem like a recap, but let's start this year off fresh. First things first, gotta tape it up. Perfect. Now that we got this all taped up, let's go ahead and look, see if we catch any pinholes that we might have missed when we burned the screen. Alright, so everything looks good, everything looks sharp. I think we're ready to print. Before we print though, we gotta make sure this is lined up, ready to go where we want it. Let's do that next. All right, let's get this thing lined up. This is the method I use to line something up when it's something simple like this. Loosen up the clamps. Get the screen roughly where we need it to be. Keep in mind that the center line of the palette is right here in the neckline. So knowing that, we kind of put this design where it visually looks like it's in the center. Now what we're gonna do is something very simple. We're gonna feel the edges of the palette, and I can see where my finger right here is kind of making a little bit of a run. So I'm gonna see from the edge of the S, which is the edge of the design, to the edge of the palette where my finger is. It's roughly 4 fingers on this side. So let's take the edge of this design and the edge of the palette over here. We're a little bit off. We need it to move to the right just a tad. So let's check this one more time. 4 fingers. All right, so we went a little too far, so now we gotta go to the left. Okay. A little bit more. All right, we are good to go. That's it. Tighten up the clamps. We're good to go. We got some good off contact here. And now the last thing we want to check is how far down from the neckline we want the print. In this case, we wanted about 3 to 4 fingers, which in our palette, I know that this line right here is approximately the 3 fingers that we need to clear the neckline. So, bring this thing back down, and we'll see the top of the design is about 1 finger below where we need it to be. So we're gonna just adjust the palette. So we'll go underneath. loosen up all the clamps. We're gonna push the pallet itself a little bit back so it's where we need it. So this is right here. I don't know if you guys can see it through the camera, but you can see through the screen. That's roughly where we need to be right there. We're good to go. Tighten up all the clamps down here. And we're good. We are good. We got our flash dryer ready to go. Now the last thing before we actually start printing is we got to make sure that we push back every single pallet so that it's in the same location as this one. So I'm not going to show you guys that on video. It's the same process. Loosen up the clamps, push the pallet back a little bit, and retighten. So we're going to repeat that three more times. All right, so we got that all lined up. All the pallets are good to go. They're registered with the screen. We're pretty much ready to start printing. Last thing we got to do, we got to add some adhesive to the pallet, and that's going to keep the shirt stuck to the pallet. It won't move anywhere, so that when we go ahead and print the image on the shirt, we get a clean, crisp image. Like you guys already know, I use water-based adhesive. This one I got it from Ryonet, but you can get it anywhere. Your local screen printing shop should have it, or you can just get it from Ryonet. I'm not sponsored by any means at all by Ryonet. I just like to use their product. This is the S Green adhesive, and it is a water-based adhesive for the pallet. I like this better than the spray because it's a lot healthier than breathing in a bunch of aerosols. And that's just my opinion. Like I said, I'm not sponsored. I'm not pushing the product or anything like that. I'm just letting you know what I use and why I like it. So we're gonna just pour some on here. A little bit more. And that right there should be enough for the whole run. We're doing 30 shirts, so it should be enough. Now we're just gonna take a business card and we will spread it out. And that's it. That's all there is to it. We got to repeat that 3 more times and we'll be ready to print. All right, guys. So we got everything all lined up. Screens taped up. Adhesive on the pallets. It's a cold night. It's one of those rare cold days here in Southern California. Anytime you're printing plastisol ink, you want to mix your ink. Make sure you give it a good mixing, especially if it's a cold day, cold night. Once you get those molecules activated and moving around, it'll become easier to print. You want something like that. Nice creamy result. All right, that's it. Let's go ahead and get some ink on the screen and start this job. All right, so now we got everything lined up. Pallet's good, adhesive on there. Ink's been mixed. Ink is on the screen itself. Last step before we actually start printing is we gotta print it on a test Pallon just to make sure the image looks good before we hit the actual t-shirts. This is a test Pallon. They come in black or white. If everything looks good, we'll put it in the box, and when the customer opens their order, first thing they'll see is our test Pallon. Let's print the sample. And like I've said before, and you guys have seen me before, I like to push the ink as opposed to pull it. So I'll pull it to flood and I push to print. For me, it's a lot less stress on the body, a lot less stress on the elbows if I push as opposed to pulling. Let's see how that looks. There you go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We'll dry this under the flash for a little bit and we'll get the shirts loaded on here. Let's start this order. is it. We knocked this order out. It's in the box. We got the test palette right here. Throw this bad boy on there, tape it up, and send it out. Took us about, I would say, hour and a half, just because I had to stop and video, change the angle and all that stuff. If I wasn't videoing comfortably, I think I could have done this with the setup and everything in under an hour, probably 45 minutes, easy. Like I said, guys, bread and butter. This is the final product. Let me know in the comments below. Do you guys like these small orders? Do you not like these small orders? Are you guys profitable taking these little small orders? For sure I am. That's why I love them so much. Like I said, my bread and butter. In the comments, let me know what other videos you guys want to see in the future. If you need t-shirts printed, message us, put it in the comments below. We'd be happy to print your t-shirts. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. Let me know in the comments any questions, anything you guys want me to cover. Stay safe. Happy 2024, guys. Be productive. Let's go out there and let's get it.